got our first lab work done, and it came back an 8. After 4 days, it's a pretty low number. They had me go back and repeat it after 48 hours, and it almost tripled. It was 23. It was a really good number. I was really happy to hear that. Then we went in 48 hours after that because they were still concerned, and my number, although it doubled, it didn't double to the degree that it almost tripled like before. My number was 56.7. I am on my way to the hospital to get my labs drawn again this morning, and hopefully this time they come back even better. I'm a little bit nervous because I don't know what to expect. Got my fingers crossed. Hopefully this is a good pregnancy. And it is very early this morning. I am really, really tired. I haven't been sleeping too well. I don't know if it's a little bit of anxiety from not knowing if the pregnancy is going to make it, or if it's just changing hormones. At this point, I'm not really sure what to expect. I'm just kind of all over the place. They just want to make sure that the baby is progressing like it should be, and I really don't know what to expect, guys. I do have some cramping off and on, but that is apparently pretty normal, and like I would expect to be getting morning sickness of some kind or some other pregnancy symptoms, considering that, you know, I should be approaching 6 weeks into pregnancy. Should definitely be able to see pregnancy on ultrasound, but if my levels aren't normal and the pregnancy's not progressing, we're not going to see anything. I do know that they want to do first ultrasound with them at the IVF clinic before I move on to my own OB/GYN. So I don't know, guys. I don't know if it's good. I don't know if I should be happy. I feel kind of run down. I'm really tired. Maybe it's the pregnancy hormones. Maybe it's stress from being so uncertain. I know that I wish this pregnancy was normal. I'm tired of having to go to the hospital and get my labs drawn all the time. It's just very overwhelming. I just want the pregnancy to be normal and healthy and move on. I hate the thought of coming this far after all these years and then to lose the baby, you know. That would be much harder, I think, than not getting pregnant at all. I don't know, guys. I just don't know. I really want it to be promising. I want it to be a good thing. But how do you know? You know, without the numbers. You know what I mean? Even with good numbers, you can still have a bad outcome. And that's what I'm really worried about, is, you know, getting further into the pregnancy and then still losing it. Like the nurses, when they call me on the phone, they're not reassuring at all, and they just don't give me very much hope. Like, they really don't give me any hope at all. And this makes it even harder for me. Like, I would think even if the pregnancy wasn't doing well, that they would still give you a little bit of hope, because that stress that you're under is not good for the pregnancy. And you would think that they would want to avoid that at all costs. anyway, I will update you guys again later when I find out what my new results are. They are stat, so hopefully I'll know like within a couple of hours. But my last lab draw, the lady that put the information in the system failed to say that it was stat, and it was overlooked, and it was actually put out to be shipped out. It was already in a box with other lab work, and it was going to be sent to another town, and then after it's tested there, it was going to get sent somewhere else, and I probably wouldn't have gotten my results for like 2 days. But normally my lab work is posted online, and I can see it within a couple of hours of my lab work being drawn. So I called them and asked about it, and she says, oh my goodness, somebody made a mistake. Yeah, I see it out here. It's supposed to be stat, and they have it set to ship out. So she went and found the box that it was in and took it out and processed it in the lab, and then called me back within the 45 minutes that she promised that it would be within. It was actually a few minutes less than 45. I was really happy because she called me so fast and to give me my numbers, and typically, you know, they don't do that sort of thing, but I think she was really sympathizing with me on how important this really is. So I thought that was a real big blessing. She was such a sweetheart, and I was so happy that I got to speak with her that day. Anyway, I will update you guys a little bit more later. Oh, there he is, little fox. Everybody at that hospital is so amazing. So I go to Baptist Health in Floyd County, and the girls in the lab are just the sweetest. They are so caring and so compassionate that I am so happy that I continue to go there. So there is a girl there named Kathy that I thought was the girl that I originally saw, but it was Katie. Close, the names are really close. But I was so happy that I talked about it with Kathy, because Katie ended up coming in before I left, and had I not spoke to her about it, I probably wouldn't have still been there. So I was so happy that I happened to run into Katie and get to share our new HCG count with her. Hopefully today is an even better count. She seemed like just as happy as she was the first day, actually happier. I feel so confident that this pregnancy is going to progress, and it's almost like bringing people together. It's amazing that pregnancy can do that, you know, like bringing new life into this world is such a blessing. It's so amazing. I don't think I could be any luckier to have those 3 ladies in my life. And so if they don't know the results before I do, I'm going to make sure to call in there and let them know, because, you know, it's like sharing this information with family. They really do give you that family feel. They are so amazing, guys. Anyway, I'm waiting at the pharmacy for my progesterone to continue that process. So I have to wait 10 minutes. I called it in yesterday, but they still don't have it ready. So hopefully they get done soon. I don't like waiting. I'm a little impatient when it comes to that. Plus I have to get to work, and I'm definitely running behind because my boss wants me there at 9 and it's already after 9. So anyway, I will update you guys a little bit more here soon.